It's been almost a year since the last time I had my own staycation, and as the pandemic has finally subsided a bit and summer is just around the corner, I'm now going to the hotel that I wanted to stay for so long, and what better way to start this vlog with this beautiful poolside view, and yes, I'm staying in the iconic Four Seasons Hotel in Hong Kong. The room that I've chosen is a standard harbour view room. This is a newly renovated room with nearly 500 square feet, but don't you think it's just another small studio flat? Let's just look at how spacious and cozy this room is. And who doesn't enjoy this iconic Victoria Harbour view of Hong Kong? And you can expect all the amenities that you would expect for a 5-star hotel, like this Nespresso coffee machine, or maybe have a sip of this Negroni, albeit at a price. And this Bose Bluetooth sound system as well. Well, if you really opt for the Negroni, how about making this room a bit of a lounge-like with this song? I heard he had a style, and so I came to see. Equally spacious is this bathroom, but the highlight of this bathroom is the toilet amenities, as they are created by famous French fragrance brand Frederic Malle. The Four Seasons Hong Kong is famous for its army of Michelin-starred restaurants, which I will show you later in this vlog, but now let me just take you to the places where complimentary breakfast is served. As mentioned, breakfast is included in this Taste of Dragon package, which will include dinner at the most renowned Chinese restaurant in Hong Kong, Lung King Heen. For breakfast, you can choose to have your own breakfast either at the lounge, which offers a la carte breakfast like this beautiful scrambled eggs and bacon, or at this beautiful grand hall, where you can enjoy buffet-style breakfast. If you prefer more choices, the buffet-style breakfast would definitely be your preferred place of having breakfast, which is similar to the one served at the St. Regis Singapore Hotel that I stayed in Christmas 2018. If you haven't watched that vlog, click on the right-hand side corner of the screen, but for here, I have to save some spaces for my stomach. As be prepared for a gorgeous treat at the Caprice, a 3-star Michelin restaurant. I've ordered the 4-course menu, which is $890 per person. First, let's see the appetizer. I have chosen the foie gras with corn custard and rhubarb. This is really a good way to begin this meal. If not, you may also choose the Brittany oyster or Australian Wagyu beef with caviar at an extra cost of between $350 and $550. For soup, I've chosen the Caprice bouillabaisse with fresh seafood and lemon condiment. For me, it tastes like the lobster soup, but with a much stronger savory flavor. The fish and other ingredients such as mashed potatoes in this soup are also the highlight of this soup. For main course, I've chosen this slow-cooked Wagyu beef cheek with carrot and celery egg or natural gravy. According to the staff of this restaurant, this Australian beef is slow-cooked for 3 to 4 hours, which is why it is so tender and soaked with a beautiful sauce of gravy. You can almost feel the cheeky side of this beef cheek, which is full of collagen. And finally, what's not to love about this tarte tatin? What have I just said? This is actually the French way of making an apple pie, which is essentially baking an apple pie upside down so that the apples get all caramelized and steamed and buttery. According to the staff, the chef of the Caprice has used a lot of apples and caramel in creating this super sweet and rich in context French dessert. Well, tastes like heaven, but filled with devilish guilt after having it. And finally, I know you guys have been waiting for this for so long, the Taste of a Dragon, which is at the Lung King Heen. First, this appetizer is crispy scallop with fresh pear, shrimp paste and Yunnan ham. Not only the texture of the shrimp paste is very al dente, the Yunnan ham blends perfectly with the light sweetness of the fresh pear, and so a perfect balance between sweetness and savory. This chef's signature trio appetizer consists of duck's tongue, prawn toast and char siu. The duck's tongue is soft and boneless and soaked with a beautiful soy sauce. The prawn toast is crispy and fragrant and the prawn is very al dente to me. While this roasted pork is soaked with rose wine, I consider it as a little bit too muscular for me. This double-boiled bamboo pips with Chinese mushrooms and brassica is everything you expect. Fresh, high-quality ingredients and not over-the-top taste that screams, "I'm good, try me." While this simmered king prawn with ginger and spring onions is the one that's trying to impress. This is an Australian tiger prawn which is soaked with the sauce of ginger and spring onion, but I have to say, while size might be the easiest way to impress, it's not always the best way to prove that you're good. This prawn is a little bit mature to me. This braised whole South African abalone and Wagyu beef cheek in supreme oyster sauce is one of the highlights of this dinner. Although I'm not an expert in abalone, it has all the qualities of good taste, which is al dente and soaked with nicely cooked sauce. Equally beautiful is a soft and tender Wagyu beef cheek. While not as soft as the one served at a Caprice, it's still not bad. Australian spinach was used to create this poached seasoned vegetables with goji berries and supreme soup. Soaked with a light and tasty soup, the spinach is still a little bit bitter to me, but at least it's smooth and looks very soft and silky. I, however, love the goji berries, which is relatively large and tastes pretty sweet. This fried puntalette with rack and pigeon in XO chili sauce. I wouldn't expect that I can have this kind of fusion dish at a Chinese restaurant, but I have to say the puntalette is soaked with a beautiful XO sauce and together with rack and pigeon has created a strong and rich texture that is quite different from a traditional Yangtze-style fried rice. And finally, what's not to love about this chilled mango and sago cream with pomelo, which was a crossover of sago cream and mango pudding. And don't forget to bring this complimentary XO sauce back home at the end. Having stayed in this hotel for 3 days and 2 nights, I have to say you cannot fault the service of the staff from the Four Seasons, which is always ready to handle any embarrassing moment that I created during the staycation. But there's nothing more like a vacation overseas and this iconic Victoria Harbour pool view, which not even the one at the Rosewood Hotel looks close. The only flaw that I would say is its coffee, which, not even the one served at the Caprice looks right.